If you're looking for a niche that can earn you decent amounts through TikTok CRP, you've come to the right place. And if you're one of the first viewers of this video, you're in an even better spot. Why? Because the niche I'm about to introduce is so fresh that currently only one profile is operating in it, raking in millions of views every month. This is literally the perfect moment to jump on this trend before it gets too crowded. Make sure to watch this video to the end so you don't regret leaving too early when more TikTok profiles start cashing in on this niche next week. And the best part is, you don't need hours to create content. You can make a video in just a few minutes. Don't worry, this isn't a demanding niche. I'll show you everything step by step, both manual content creation and automation, and then we'll compare these methods. You'll also learn which tools to use to make the whole process simple and enjoyable. You're probably eager to know what this niche is about. We're talking about the Twitter X niche. Check out this channel. Each video gets at least a few 100,000 views, and many of them exceed 1 million. Simple math tells us that this profile is seeing several, if not tens of millions of monthly views. How does this convert into earnings? TikTok CRP rates vary, but you can assume they range between $0.8 to $1, and this is a pretty simplified estimate for the sake of this video, because the rates can be higher. Now, let's take a look at the statistics of this profile. We see here that each video has an average reach of 767,000. Again, using simple math, it's easy to calculate that by posting one video per day, this profile reaches up to 24 million views monthly. This means that if we take the lowest end of the rate per 1,000 views on TikTok CRP, which is $0.8, the monthly earnings are around $19,000. Nice sum, right? Now that you're intrigued, let's dive into how you can start earning this much in this niche. Before we dive into the two methods mentioned earlier, let me show you how to easily and quickly prepare tweets using DeepSeek. I think you might have already heard about this tool. It's a strong competitor to ChatGPT, and the best part is it's completely free and just as advanced as the model from OpenAI. The process is simple. You enter a prompt and get a response that you can later use to create videos in the Twitter X niche. You might be intimidated by the length of the prompt and the fact that I haven't shown its details. But don't worry, the full prompt is available for download in the description. Just paste it in and you're good to go. Next, you have two paths to choose from, the harder and slower one or the easier and faster one. We'll start with the harder one. Why even mention it? Because some people value the satisfaction of doing work manually over automating the process. So you have your content ready, created using DeepSeek, and now you need to create a series of tweets, which will later be assembled into one video. And no, I'm not asking you to create screens in Photoshop. Using TweetGen will be more than enough. As you can see, it's a screenshot generator that can be fully customized. You can change the theme, font, and emoticon type. In this example, we will use the dim theme and leave the rest at default. Next, we'll input our tweets created with DeepSeek one by one. We start with the name and username. It would be great if it was something funny, because people tend to notice that. Next, we copy the content of our main tweet from DeepSeek and paste it into the generator. Now we can add an image, and although it's optional, I recommend doing so because it captures the viewer's attention more effectively from the very first second than text alone. We can leave the rest unchanged, just use the randomization of tweet statistics to make everything look more natural. As you can see, the tweet looks great. Now you just need to click the generate button and save the image to your computer. The process will be the same for each tweet, so I won't show you generating all of them. However, I recommend using a structured file naming format to make it easier to identify which files are which later. This will definitely simplify the subsequent stages of the process. The next step in this method is to generate voices that read the tweet content aloud. For this purpose, we'll use a well-known tool called 11 Labs. I don't think it needs much introduction. It's the best tool for generating natural-sounding AI voices. The process is also simple, albeit a bit tedious, because each tweet, except for the main tweet and its replies, needs to be generated with different voices. There's no way around this. It's best to generate everything tweet by tweet. But the comforting part is that once we're in 11 Labs, you just need to select the voice for the main tweet's author, whether male or female, depending on your prior decision. Generate all of their lines one by one and save them to your computer. Then you can start generating the rest of the tweets that comment on the main tweet. I'm not showing the entire voice generation process because it would be super boring. Let's move on to the next step, which is editing. What will we need here? Of course, our generated tweets and voices. We'll also need some kind of background, and there are a few options. It could be a Minecraft background, a satisfying video, or popular mobile games trending right now. The choice is yours. The easiest way to edit everything together is by using CapCut, so that's the tool you'll need. Let's get to it. Once we have a project open in CapCut, it couldn't be easier. We import everything we've prepared, the tweet screenshots, the background, and the voices. The most important thing is to start with the voices, as they are the foundation. You need to arrange them in the correct order. Next, simply match our tweet screenshot tracks to the audio tracks. Adjust the background length, slightly resize the screenshots so they look better, and voila! Here's your finished video in the Twitter niche.
Just found out my neighbor's been feeding his dog vegan kibble. Bro, your dog literally ate a squirrel last week. Stop projecting your lifestyle on a carnivore.
That dog is living its best life. Squirrel today, kale tomorrow. Balance.
Balance? That dog is out here committing war crimes in the backyard while this dude forces it to eat quinoa.
Vegan dog food is animal abuse. Fight me.
I'm not fighting you, you're right. That dog is one steak away from staging a coup.
My dog ate my vibrator once. Still not as fricked up as vegan kibble.
At least your dog was living authentically. This one's out here pretending to enjoy lentils.
Dogs can thrive on plant-based diets if it's balanced. Do your research.
Thrive? My guy, that dog looks like it's Googling how to unionize with the squirrels.
My vegan cat tried to eat my leather couch. Hypocrite.
Exactly. Animals don't give a frick about your moral high ground. They're out here surviving.
Okay, as you've probably noticed, on one hand, it's not difficult, but on the other, it requires some work and time, plus a few different tools. Now, I'll show you how you can do the same thing very quickly and easily using just one tool. That tool is VSub. With it, you'll save a ton of time and be able to create even more quality videos in the Twitter niche in no time. When you're in the VSub panel, you'll see many content options, which is why this tool is so valuable. It's powerful. But today we're focusing on the new viral niche, Twitter X. When we enter this niche, a panel very similar to the generator panel we used earlier appears. However, don't be fooled by its appearance. Here you can create an entire video with a single click without having to generate everything separately and edit it in CapCut. All you need to do is set the voice. Naturally, the voices come from 11 Labs, then enter the name and username and paste the content from the tweet. You can easily add an image here, and even more, you can add a video or GIF. This can capture attention even more. Once our tweet is ready, click the Add Tweet button and repeat the process until all tweets are ready. This is literally the simplest and fastest method. A few copy pastes and VSub takes care of the rest. When the tweets are ready, we click the Continue button, and that's when the magic happens. In just a few moments, we have a fully generated video. Of course, we still have the option to make adjustments, which makes this tool truly a GOAT. We can regenerate voices and change backgrounds as we like. Plus, after each change, we can see a live preview.
Just found out my neighbor's been feeding his dog vegan kibble. Bro, your dog literally ate a squirrel last week. Stop projecting your freaking lifestyle on a carnivore.
That dog is living its best life. Squirrel today, kale tomorrow. Balance.
Balance? That dog is out here committing war crimes in the backyard while this dude forces it to eat quinoa.
Vegan dog food is animal abuse. Fight me.
I'm not fighting you, you're right. That dog is one steak away from staging a coup.
My dog ate my vibrator once. Still not as fricked up as vegan kibble.
Of course, the preview isn't in the highest quality because it would unnecessarily consume the tool's server resources, but after generating, the quality is top-notch. And most importantly, it took just a few moments without the need to store anything on your computer, generate manually, or edit. Literally, the only thing you had to do was paste a prompt into DeepSeek and then fill everything out in VSub. In conclusion, entering the Twitter X niche on TikTok offers a fantastic opportunity to make a huge amount of money, whether you manually build content using tools like DeepSeek, TweetGen, 11 Labs, and CapCut, or utilize VSub for a quicker approach. Both paths lead to creating compelling content. VSub in particular streamlines the process, making video creation fast and resource efficient. All necessary links to the tools, along with the DeepSeek prompt, are provided in the description. So dive in now, start creating, and capitalize on this unique niche.